African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 28th of November, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Kharkiv direction defeated the formations of the 92nd Airborne Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 5th Border Detachment of the Border Service of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Lipsy, Kazakia Lopan, and Slatino in the Kharkiv region. A counterattack by the enemy assault group was repelled. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 60 servicemen, 2 vehicles, and 3 122mm D-30 howitzers. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Units of the West Group of Forces have taken up new lines and positions. The manpower and equipment of the 14th, 116th, 63rd, 67th Mechanized Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade and the 1st National Guard Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Kucherovka, Vyreknoye, Zagryzovo in the Kharkiv region, Kirovsk, Ivanovka, and Seversk in the Donetsk People's Republic. 3 counterattacks of assault groups were repelled. The enemy lost up to 480 servicemen, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 3 cars, a British-made 155mm FH-70 howitzer, an Akatsia 152mm self-propelled artillery unit, and a US-made 105mm M119 gun. 2 Enclave and electronic warfare stations and 3 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Forces improved their position along the front line. Formations of the 33rd Mechanized, 79th Airborne Assault and 46th Airmobile Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Kurakovo and Daknoy of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to 330 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, and 2 cars. 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces, as a result of active actions, inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 100th Mechanized, 59th Motorized Infantry, 142nd Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 35th, 38th Marine Brigades, the 14th National Guard Brigade, as well as the Light Assault Brigade of the National Police of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Dzержinsk, Dmitrov, Grodovka, Krasnoy, Petrovka, Nikolaevka, Novoekonomichesko, and Lysovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 6 counterattacks of assault groups were repelled armed forces of Ukraine. The enemy lost up to 415 servicemen, 2 armored combat vehicles, 5 cars, a 152mm Stubby howitzer, 3 122mm D-30 howitzers, a 105mm US-made M119 gun, and a 100mm Raptor cannon. Units of the East Military Group continued advance into the depths of the enemy's defense. The formations of the 23rd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 120th Territorial Defense Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Razliv and Novosyolka of the Donetsk People's Republic. A counterattack by an assault group of the Armed Forces of Ukraine was repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 145 servicemen, 4 vehicles, 2 US-made 155mm M198 howitzers, a 152mm D-20 gun, and a Bukovel AD electronic warfare station. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 110th Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 118th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Novoyakovlevka and Malaya Tokmachka in the Zaporizhia region. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 75 servicemen, 5 vehicles, and a 152mm D-20 gun. Operational Tactical Aviation, Strike Unmanned Aerial Vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian armed forces groups damaged the infrastructure of military airfields, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 146 areas. Air defense systems shot down a Neptune-guided missile and 49 unmanned aerial vehicles aircraft-type aircraft. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 649 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 36,882 unmanned aerial vehicles, 586 anti-aircraft missile systems, 19,520 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,492 multiple launch rocket systems, 18,647 field artillery pieces and mortars, 28,783 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.